G'day swingers! So, it's lockdown in Melbourne again, and I haven't been able to do too much leading up to lockdown because of my shoulder issue. Basically I have some compression on the C7 nerve, which means that I need to have another injection of steroids just to sort of get me through. I had one about 2 years ago, did pretty well, and now it's pretty much, time for a booster. So, I haven't been able to do any swinging recently, but that is what it is, and with lockdown it's even more fun. So what I've decided is I'm going to show you the joys of what it takes to run a fish tank. As you can see, the one behind me back here is filthy. I have not paid any attention to these the last couple of months other than feeding and odd water changes, sheerly for the fact that I can't do much maintenance with my shoulder. But today I've had my painkillers, I'm all meted up, so hopefully I can get through this as I need to, as I have a new addition for my fish tank. I'll give you a quick little close-up after I've done the cleaning, because there's no point, you won't be able to see half the fish I've got. Enjoy the fun of cleaning a fish tank. Let's get to it. Alright, so the first task is the glass scraper. I've got to scrape all that algae off the glass. It's a few months worth of build-up. It's going to take me a little bit of time, but I'll get to it. We'll do that first, and then I'm going to do a water change, clean all the water and get rid of all the excess floaties around, and I will probably even change one of the pumps because it's been a long time. I'll get to it. Alright, so now you can actually see into my fish tank. Still not completely clean. I've got to go through and give it a bit of a touch up. There's some areas of algae that are left behind. But as you can see, quite a lot of plant growth in there. It's not been fed very much recently, so it seems to be dying back, and the water conditions are a bit up and down, so I need to get on top of that today. But as you can see, quite a nice little community of fish going around, and today they're getting a new tank mate. And this one, oh yeah, I saw him and I'm like, I have to have that one, that looks awesome. And the other tank just here, as you can see, and it's got the one large fish in there, the archer fish. They actually shoot a jet of water out of their mouth and basically shoot bugs out of the air or out of trees and swim underneath and then pick them up. They can also jump, but this guy's been on his own, well, practically on his own. This one down here does nothing but sits there all day. He gets out at night time and cleans up while this one's sleeping, but decent sized fish, that guy. So I'll get to clean that tank in a sec, and then we'll do some water changes. Firstly, I'm just going to finish up cleaning the last of that glass. There's a lot of glass there, so I'm not going to bother you all with the boring parts of me scrubbing away. Back to you soon. Alright, time to do a water change, which means I've got to siphon out the tank. This is the fun bit. If you have a tropical fish tank and you're going to do a water change, always unplug your heater. I've had one shatter on me before because they don't react well to cold air when they're trying to heat up water that's lowering down. The glass at the top half gets hot, the bottom doesn't, and so if you dunk it a little bit higher, lower, it goes done. Yeah, I fried some fish doing that once. Whoops. Let's get this done. Alright, so I've started the siphon in that tank. It's going to take about 10 minutes or so, 20 minutes to empty to where I want. I want to get the water down to about roughly here. I'm going to do a massive water change today. It takes the time, but you'll see then. The fish will start getting a bit more active though. They start to notice that there's water change going on, so they get pretty excited and start running around ready for the fresh water to come in. So you'll see them get pretty active soon, and then I can have my new little addition. Alright, so I'm sure you're all thinking, what the hell were you doing in the corner there for a couple minutes? So I was just basically using that hose there, and I took the end off it just to siphon up some of the crap that's on the bottom that settles in this corner. Now, bit of advice, if you've got small fish, always have one of these little inlet things on the end of your hose that takes the water out, because I have seen fish go straight through, and I've had to quickly run to the sink and catch them before they went down the drain. So always put one of them on there and you're safe. You don't have to worry about fish getting sucked up. It's happened to me so many times. And even fish, you know, as big as these ones here, no problems, gone. That guy, gone. Even this one of them has been pushed through when it was a little bit smaller than that, but still, you don't want them going in there. Eat fit. As that slowly empties, I'm going to go clean one of the pumps. No, this is not playful pussycats. Now that's a pump. 1800 litres an hour. Yeah, bit of water gets through this. Right, now what I'm going to do now, just while it's still emptying out, I'm going to get the little net in there and scoop up all the debris, all the plant matter that's dropped to the bottom. Get rid of that before I put some new fresh water in there. So as they've got a new clean pump, glass has been scraped, new water's about to come in, might as well get rid of this rest. Get rid of the rest of the crap, eh? Alright, now it's time to refill it. It's not quite as low as I wanted, but it's taken a very long time, and I want to get this fish in that tank really quick. Thankfully it's an air breather, something different, so I don't have to stress about it too much being in the bag for a while. It's just as long as I can keep the temperature up in the bag, it'll be fine on its own in that little bag. So just don't want to leave it in too long if I can help it, which I'm going to give it a bit of a sample out of that water right now, and just sort of acclimate it slowly while I fill this tank up, and then we'll transfer him in soon after. And now while I'm at it, and that's filling up, I'm going to quickly clean this one. No. That's it. This one's a bit finicky. I have to sort of work with him. He likes to jump, so if I get too close to him, he gets scared and jumps. So I've got to work around him. See, he's not too fast, but gotta be careful. He's a big fish. That's gonna be cold. Hey, he just nibbled me. Little turd. Hope that was on camera. Yeah, I'm going to rewind that. I swear he just nibbled my arm right to the side. Cheeky little bugger. Alright, so as you can see, this is my new addition. This is a Senegal shear. I don't know if I've got that exactly 100% correct in its pronunciation, but I don't want to butcher it and say it in a nasty way, which sounds more like a female dog. But this guy here is actually a fish that's been around for about 60 million years. They're an air-breathing fish. So they actually have a lung and they will go to the surface and take a breath. But this guy, yeah, awesome looking fish. They also are called dinosaur eels or dragon eels. But yeah, I'm going to release him into the tank and let him finally meet his new tank mates. They can get to about 14 inches long, these guys, so it's a decent sized fish when they do get big enough. But apparently they're very friendly in a community environment. There you go. There you go, bucko. Come on. Bit hesitant to leave the bag. Whoa, there's all these other fish. That's jumping back up into the bag and now it's out. There we go. Straight to the bottom where I expected it to go. That's where they tend to sit, on the bottom. As you can see, pretty awesome looking fish. So that's the new addition, and hopefully I can keep them nice and happy. They're pretty hardy fish, thankfully. And watch them grow over time. Pretty awesome looking fish. Seems like he's already going about his normal activities, looking for snails and stuff. Now, one thing that people usually forget too, fish that have these barbels, or these little whiskers on their face, like this guy does, really do need a very sandy environment. As you can see, there's quite large areas of sand in my tank for them. If you have high gravel areas, then it actually tends to be quite abrasive on those barbels, and it can actually kill them, because they use them to find the snails and everything that are in the sand and all the little crustaceans they eat. Seems like they sort of decided to partner up and become friends with this guy. I like the look of him. But yeah, always have a lot of sand around if you're going to have anything with barbels that cleans the bottom, because they will starve otherwise. They can't hunt without those barbels. And I'll just take these over here quickly and have a look at the big archer up close. As you can see, he's a decent sized fish. Just a bit bigger than my hand, or the size of my hand. If I give you a look from above, just to show you how thick it is. It's a decent sized fish. We go from this end, or I'll slice my finger open. There's a nice fracture on the other side, which is quite sharp. Just wait for it to swing back over. As you can see, that's quite a decent thickness fish. Quite a decent sized fish indeed. The archer fish. Come on, squirt the camera. That'd be funny. But a lot of personality in this fish. Follows you around, follows the cats around, comes up to the glass. Quite often, obviously it's a smallish tank. I'd like to have that in a large tank, but it's a bit of a bully, so it can't be in there because it decides to ramrod all the fish that are in there, and I've found some that were completely bruised. I got home, it was beaten to death and bruised up, so yeah, I can't be having that. Anyway, thanks heaps for watching this episode. Something completely different. Lockdown isn't much fun. I'm going through all my old footage and stuff that I've got around, making a few episodes, so I'll have plenty of episodes coming up. But they will be all the older episodes from hunts where I wasn't so successful. I just put up all the successful hunts in succession. As you can see, the pussycat loves to get in behind. They're very curious. No, no, no. Oh, she almost went in the water. That was a good save, pussycat. Very good save. You may want to hop down, I reckon. Hop down. Good girl. Yeah, I gotta forget about that. Cats are so curious, they want to get into everything. And she almost went right on in there. Alrighty, swingers. So, it's Wednesday morning. Today, the video you're actually watching, I'm literally about to edit it. Yeah, my bad. I thought I'd just do a video anyway. Get something out, just to give an update at least, to show what's going on. Yeah, as you can see, I've had the shot this morning. So, yeah, good signs already. It's feeling a little bit better. Not so much nerve pain, which is good. So, give it about a week and hopefully I should be back to normal. Fingers crossed, in 2 days' time, the lockdown ends and we can get out and swing. So, if so, we're going to get up into the high country somewhere and get a bit of a swing done. Got to find that shiny. Now, a quick little update on Eric. Now, Eric's the name I've given to the fish that we had a look at the other day. I don't know why. Eric just seemed like a fitting name. And he was just visible before, but now he's decided to hide. As you can see, it's not very visible in there because it's dark. And he's decided to go back into hiding. But yeah, he's very happy at the moment, so can't complain with that at all. I'll chuck a little video in that I got from on my phone the other day. But yeah, thanks for watching this episode. As I said, obviously there's no swinging, but that'll be happening very soon thanks to the injection, stopping the issues with my nerve. So I'll see you again very soon. See you later.